Hi everyone, it's Rita. I have the records of humanity on May 20th, 2024 opened. I just had an amazing Akashic reading earlier. So if you'd like an Akashic reading, SMILECITRINE at Proton Mail. Just send me a message. For this month, I'm doing a half price special. So it's $125, $120 for 60 minutes. And I send you a recording. I'm also going to, for those interested, I am going to do an Akashic Records online class. I use Dr. Linda Howe's Pathway Prayer Process, and I will have everyone read that book before doing the class, and then we'll end up doing, for at least 2 months, getting together once a week to practice. So if that's of interest to you, email me and let me know, or put a message in the comments here that you're interested in that. The Akashic Records are a space where you have been, an energetic space where you have been known and loved throughout all your lifetimes. It's a really beautiful space to go into, and I'm like a bridge. And if you learn how to access the records for you or your clients, for a long time, I thought it was just me to access my records, and that I got certified in her teaching work as well as her healing in the records teaching work. And Linda's the first person to get her doctorate in Akashic Studies. She's an amazing person and was a joy to take classes with, really just beautiful, beautiful soul. So I did teach one class at the Edgar Cayce Center in Houston. But it was an in-person class. So we're going to experiment and do an online class. And so it'll be a fun group of people. I'm not going to take any more than like 10 or 12 people. So if you want to be on that list, let me know. I'll put you on the list, and I'll figure out the pricing. It's probably not going to be uber expensive or anything, because it's a little bit of an experiment too. So, it'll just be fun. And so anyway, yeah, so let me know if you're interested. I have a couple other people interested, and then once I formulate it, the timing and the pricing, and if it works for you, it would be great to have you if you feel called to it. So in the records, I have been getting that there's like this static motion this week, and it's either people really feel strongly that they're moving towards something, or people are just kind of in this weird holding pattern. And I was hearing it's okay just to own the essence of being, just to be. And I've had some friends holding that space for the last couple years, and it may feel like you're not being productive, because we're all supposed to be so productive. But just trust the being and how important, because all the energies are connected. And so if you're connected in with everything and you're just being, holding that space, it's grounding and it helps everyone around you. So be content, be kind of content with that. There's also a measure of like trying to be clean, moving the energy this week. And I don't know if we'd ever get a different response of this, but it's more like, if you drink green juices, make sure you're doing some of that, and steamed vegetables and things. Just feels like a kind of a cleansing period. And then in the United States, we're moving towards Memorial Day. So I was hearing if you could incorporate memorying or memorializing or remembering every day of something that's happened in the past, where you felt loved and supported, and if you could connect into that every day just for a little bit, where you felt loved, especially as a kid. I have Dr. Peter Levine tells a story, and he did not have necessarily a blissful childhood, and I'm not sure anyone had a totally blissful childhood. I'm sure there are people out there like that. But he woke up Christmas morning one morning, and there was a train track that had been made underneath his bed and around into his room. And he woke up to the train, and he got to play with the train, and he just felt so loved. You know, it was like something that he wanted, and it was sort of a surprise, and he just felt loved. So the more that every day you can take time to remember, memorialize something in your life where you just felt loved. And I remember when I heard that story the first time, what popped in my head was my grandmother, who I adored. We lived in Maryland. My mom was a cryptanalyst for NSA, and she lived in Virginia, Northern Virginia, so not terribly far, but at least over an hour's drive from where we were. And it was impending bad weather, and she was supposed to come, and I adored my grandmother, and I heard from my mom that she probably wasn't going to come because of the weather. And then she came, and I just felt so loved, you know, so that popped in my head. So like when you can remember when you were little, especially when you were loved, and I trust we all have at least some memories of that, you know, or other ways, other times in your life where you felt loved, and memorialize those every day. That's what I was hearing, which is beautiful. And be patient with yourself, especially right now. There's a lot of interesting energies on the planet. There's a lot of high energies like these solar flares and all these things you're reading about. And they do have a tendency to disturb your sleep or the things that you're looking at, whether it's on TikTok or whether it's on the news or whatever. I had something pop up, you know, with, you know, the killings that are happening in the Middle East, and we're all connected, you know, so part of the reason that we're having a lot of these disturbing sleep episodes is we are all connected. There is no division. And so even interplanetary connections, you know, it's all oneness. And so if there are disturbances or things happening to other people, especially if we see and watch them and they feel disturbing, whatever they are, then that's going to be disruptive, or can be disruptive to our sleep. Because we're messaging ourselves indirectly. And so you really want to be messaging yourself, especially a few hours before you go to bed. You want to be messaging yourself, you know, how you sleep so well, that you sleep really deep, you sleep through the night, how appreciative you sleep through the night. And I know right now I'm really fangirling Marissa Peer, and I'm using some of her sleep hypnosis things, and they're pretty powerful. And they're very grounding, and you feel like very in your body, which is the other thing to do, is make sure you're grounded and in your body before you go to sleep. You really want to be in your body. I know that we access everything really through the body. We may think we access it out here and all that, but the body's so integral to everything. Yeah, you are loved. You are supported. Lean into that. That's part of the Akashic energy. It's that place where you've been known and loved all your lifetimes. So really feel back. The guidance a lot is to think of all those master energies and light beings and loved ones who have passed that are all around you in your energetic field. Just kind of lean back and feel the energy of their support. See if you can feel them holding you up. They're there. Trust that. Engage with them. They wait for you to engage with them. Have a beautiful week. Blessings and love. Keep memorializing all those beautiful things where those remembrances where you felt loved. Take care.